Theater was something that I got into about my freshman year of high school, but it all really started with dance. I had done dance since I was 1.5 years old. I just fell in love with dance. I loved being on the stage. I just had the passion of going out on the stage and showing people who I am. And about my freshman year, I stopped dance for a little bit, and I needed something else to kind of drive my passion for wanting to be on stage, and tried out for the musical at my high school, and I ended up getting a pretty good role. And then from there, it all just skyrocketed. I came to UIndy, and I ended up deciding I wanted to minor in theater just because I just had that passion for theater and I didn't want to stop doing it. But what I really like about theater the most is I can be somebody else on stage. I'm always that outgoing, bubbly kind of person, and I like getting thrown a character that's the opposite, or a character that's different than how I normally am. I really found the love for musical theater. I do like other theater, like acting and just normal plays, but I really love musicals because I do like to dance. I always have been uncomfortable with singing in front of people, but I really love the dancing. Here at UIndy, I played Soupy Sue. She was a pregnant lady in the musical Urinetown. That was probably one of my more fun roles. I had this big, huge, 9-month belly. My director wanted me to walk around wearing my pregnant belly to practice it. I'd be in rehearsal with my pregnant belly on, and we'd get a lunch break or a dinner break, and I wasn't allowed to take my pregnant belly off. I had to walk around with this big, huge belly, waddling, holding my back, and people are looking at me like I'm funny, and I'm just I'm not really pregnant, it's just fake. I had to actually create this character who was really pregnant. So it really pushed my theatrical skills. It was probably the most challenging role, which is probably why it was my favorite. I had to do so much character development. A lot of character development is on your own. You have to create all this stuff, figure out what's the trigger for you, what's the trigger that makes you be able to turn into this character. Here at UIndy, they don't do very many musicals. They do them every other year. But as soon as I got done with the musical at UIndy, I just had that passion, and I wanted to keep going and keep doing shows. I didn't want to stop. So I found a local theater downtown in Indianapolis. It's called Footlight Musicals. That's where I think my true theater aspect started kicking in. It's almost like a high when I'm performing. I always say that singing and dancing is my drug. I always joke about that. When I'm on stage, everything that's going on in the real world, I throw it out the window. And for my 1.5-hour long performance, I can just be my character and not focus on anything that's bugging me. Theater helps me kind of find who I am. When I'm on stage, any self-esteem, I have big self-esteem issues. So I think that's something that when I'm performing, everything in my brain goes away, and it's just me on that stage. I think I will always kind of have a home at Footlight. I will always have acting as a part of me, but I don't know what the future is going to hold for me, so I guess we'll have to see when I get there.